The lineup is not the same place. All the surfers should paddle out to the lineup, but we can choose the lineup for our level. This is very important. Choosing proper lineup is possible. When we uh, go for surfing, we can choose the lineup that we are appropriate for. This is important. As a beginners, we can choose the lineup easy way, not the uh, big waves, and then choose the lineup for big waves. The place for beginner surfers is good and recommendable. What is the lineup? Lineup is the place where surfers are waiting for waves that surfers can catch up with. This is very important to enjoy surfing. If you are starting learning surfing or enjoy surfing, you need to know about lineup is very important. Your first goal is to get to the lineup, but the lineup should be is good for you, the level for you. Let's think about the lineup. When you reach to the lineup, and then you can stay and waiting for the waves. You can watch other surfers, and also you can watch it comfortable without less energy, without making energy. When you try to surfing, you can move other lineup to paddle. And also the lineup will be good for watching other surfers. They trying to how they try to catch the waves, change directions. Let's think about the waves, and then the waves are quite different when you see along the beach side, and then you see the waves, and then when you paddle out to the lineup, when you paddle out to the lineup, when you paddle out to the lineup is when the different waves at the lineup, you see the waves comes. The waves might be good. You can find out the good waves, which waves have a good energy, have a good steep, like a good slide, and then easy way to hop up and riding the waves. So you can choose. And at the lineup, the most important thing is changing direction quickly. So practice changing direction is very important. And then if you once you choose, and then you're watching the following waves, but your uh, support and then your posture will be 90-degree at the follower, and is better. Parallel, parallel with the waves when the position, because only you change the 90-degree, you can paddle, you can take off. So, and then the posture and then waiting for the waves almost parallel, and then we did the following waves. This is very important. So you can see and watching, and then you can practice the quick turn, and then you can At the moment, you can catch the waves very quickly. That is very important. The changing direction as quickly as you can is very important. So, and also the important thing is the wave speed, and then you needed to be aware of set waves, and then big waves come, you should paddle forward to go out. If you hesitate and then the waves come and then the waves broke before you, and then the waves take your uh, away from the waves. So this is a dangerous situation. So and knowing about the waves is very important. Lineup is very important. And also the most important thing is if there are other surfers, there are some rules about surfing rules. Let's think about the surfing competition. And for example, there are four surfers, and at the competition, four surfers at the competition. And then there is a rules. Who will take the waves first? It's about priority rules, and also where the surfers starting near the peak area, and then the peak area, and he the surfers can get the priority. If you bother in front of the surfers, other who has priority, and then that is make a dangerous situation. The safety, the surfing rules on the lineup is very important. Surfing rules, you keep the surfing rules as a beginners, and then you should know about. If you form a wave, you can enjoy together, and then but and also the at the lineup, what should know that is you should know to how to manage the board control, turning and then avoiding other obstacles. So, and then the board control is very important before you go to lineup. So, and then uh, to get a good board control, you start and then easy lineup, not big waves. And then as a beginners, you can handle the waves, and also if possible, you can choose the lineup, not public, not many circles. By doing that, you can practice your surfing, and then at the lineup, and also um, the boat control as well. Boat control as well. As a surfer, you really should know about the boat controls, moving how, and then when you riding, and then you should avoid the obstacles, the surfer or and for the sake. This is a very important part at the lineup. Today, I talk about the lineup, the goal where the surfers go for surfing, and also the lineup, and then what surfers can prepare at the lineup, what can should know about the lineup, the surfing rules, and then why we need board control at the lineup, and then to avoid the injuries in surfing. Okay, I talk about the lineup. In English, we make content of surfing safety at the lineup. At the lineup, knowing about the set waves, and also surfing rules at the lineup, priority, and then why we needed to go to control to avoid the injuries for the safety after proofreading it. working safety at the lineup. Understanding set wave, priority rule, and board control. The lineup is one of the most important phrases in surfing. It is where surfers wait for waves, observe the ocean, and prepare to ride. But the lineup is not just a waiting area. It's a dynamic, moving environment that requires awareness, skill, and respect. What is the lineup? A lineup is the area beyond the breaking wave where surfers position themselves to catch in comes wave. This is where you sit on your board, watch the set, and prepare to paddle into the right wave. But here is something very important. Not all lineups are the same, and not all surfers should choose the same lineup. As a beginner, your first goal may be to paddle out to the lineup, but the real goal is to reach a lineup that matches your level. You can choose a smaller wave, less crowded area, softer feet, intermediate circle, choose a steeper wave, more picture texture, take-off zone, advanced surfer, choose a powerful feet, and a heavy section. Choosing the proper lineup is a part of surfing safety. Understanding set wave at the lineup. When you first look from the V, the waves may seem random. But once you paddle out, you use the patterns. Set comes in groups. In wave usually arrive in set. A group of big waves followed by small one. If you hesitate on a big set is coming, wave may break on you. You may lose your position. Your boat may be pulled away. You may collide with others. Instead, watch the horizon. Identify the larger wave in the set, decide the early paddle over, the dive or position for takeoff. Wave quality changed at the lineups. A wave may look small from shore, but at a lineup it can feel very different. At a lineup, you must learn to identify which wave has good shape, which wave has enough power, which wave is too steep for your level, which direction the wave will break, to left or right. Good surfers do not chase every wave. They choose the right wave. Surfing rules at the lineup, priority and safety. Surfing has rules to prevent collision and injuries. Priority rules. The surfer goes to the free where the wave first breaks has priority. That surfers has the right to ride away. If you paddle in front of them, call it roughing in, driving. It creates a dangerous situation. Words can correlate, things can cause serious injury. In competition like those on the rules of the priority is strictly important in every surfing, it is still an essential safety rule. Do not snake. Snaking means paddling around someone to steal their inside position. This is unsafe and disrespectful. Do not drop in. If someone is already driving, never take off on the same way in front of them. Communicate. If unsure, make eye contact. For rap or ride, respect the local surfer. Surfing is about sharing the ocean safely, changing ladder quickly at lineups when waiting for the waves. Keep your board point toward the ocean. Stay alert. Practice turning your board quickly, pivot turn. Why is this important? Because when a wave comes, you must turn 90 degrees toward shore and quickly. You must paddle immediately. Avoid reaction code wipeouts. Quick direction change, you better take off, safer surfing. Board control, the most important safety skills. Board control is not only about performance, it's about preventing injuries. Why board control matter? We all suffer this hard. Your fins are sharp. If you lose control, your body can hit another surfer. Your wrist can snap. You can injure yourself. Before paddling to lineup, you should practice turning smoothly, controlling speed, slowing down safely, pulling away to form your board, holding on to your board during wipeouts or suffer routes and board control is dangerous in the lineup. Choosing the right lineup for your level. The lineup is not one single fixed spot. There may be a main peak, crowded and powerful, a smaller shoulder peak, softer, safer. A beginner inside the reform waves. As a beginner, choose a small way, avoid the crowded field, practice board control in less fresh area, build confidence gradually. You do not need the biggest way, you need the right way. Energy management at the lineup. A good lineup position allows you to sit comfortably without wasting energy, absorb obstacles, the wave pattern, time your paddling correctly. If you constantly paddle without strategy, you will become tired and unsafe. Good position saves energy. Final conclusion. The lineup is where surfing truly begins. At the lineup, you must understand what the lineup is, how to choose the right lineup for your level, how set wave score, how priority rules to prevent accident, why board control is essential, how to change the direction quickly, how to respect other surfers. And surfing is not only about catching waves, it's about sharing the ocean safely and responsibly to the right lineup, respect priority, control your board, and watch it set. When you understand these things, you are not just riding away, you are becoming a safe and confident surfer. Okay.